You might find prices at the grocery and other stores gobbling up more of your paycheck.
And that's because a shortage of truck drivers now is starting to push transportation costs higher. 9 News reporter Tom McKee is here now with how firms are coping with this crisis we didn't even know about, Tom.
Well, Carol, it is a crisis. It's very real. But the recession wiped out a number of trucking companies and caused many drivers to leave the business over the past several years. But now the American Trucking Association says the amount of freight being shipped is up 7%. But at the same time, there aren't enough qualified drivers ready to transport those goods from here to there. Fairfield-based Osborne Trucking has spent heavily this year on 28 new rigs for the road.
Over the past 6 months, we've invested somewhere in the neighborhood of about $4 million in equipment, both tractors and trailers.
However, there's just one problem facing Osborne's Transportation Vice President, John Holmes.
The challenge here is finding drivers who are qualified to do the job and are interested in working.
That's right. Osborne can't find enough drivers.
We're getting new business, increased business from existing customers, and quite frankly, if we had 20 more drivers out there waiting on our doorstep to hire, we could put them to work tomorrow.
If there's plenty of freight and trucks, why is there a driver shortage? Well, it's not an easy job. Drivers are away from home, and there are lots of new federal rules to follow.
The new rules that are coming down the pike are going to restrict some drivers from driving simply because of their previous records with respect to DOT violations or speeding tickets or other things that might be on their record.
The shortage has led to opportunity for freight brokers like Total Quality Logistics in Claremont County. TQL matches shippers with carriers all over the country. Executive Sales Director Nathan Nipper says that means account executives have to work harder to find capacity.
They have to call 50 carriers instead of having to call 20 carriers to cover one load.
One thing is clear, the transportation costs are on the way up.
As those freight prices increase, it ultimately goes to the consumer in the form of increased consumer good prices, and ultimately everyone winds up paying the cost of a shortage of drivers and an increase in freight.
Osborne is not the only trucking firm facing this dilemma, Clyde. Others I spoke with today have need for drivers right now, but they can't fill the slots. Now, there is an Expedite Expo this weekend at the Roberts Center in Wilmington that could match employers with potential employees.